across the board.
We interrupt your regularly scheduled programming to bring you the latest episode of Across the Board. Effects of listening to this podcast may include being educated on a random topic, shock, hysterical laughter, and an overwhelming feeling of wanting to subscribe to future episodes. This episode will start momentarily.
Welcome to episode 19, I think it is.
Wow, 19 already.
19 episodes in, still only 3 listeners.
Maybe 4.
I think we got up to 4 after the last episode.
Very good. Progress.
Yeah, progress. It just took, 18 episodes to get 4 viewers, listeners. Viewers, listeners, same thing. No, but in all seriousness, if you are watching this, that means that you either tolerate us or you're related to us. And if that's the case, please share, because we want more people so that we can spread our bullshit to more people.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you.
So we're doing Reddit stories today.
Exciting.
So obviously you haven't heard these yet. I picked some. ChatGPT picked a few.
Okay.
And I'm going to read you the actual stories.
Okay.
And then
Get our reactions.
get an actual reaction.
Okay, I'm ready.
So I've got, maybe we'll get through all of them, maybe not. I've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6 stories.
Okay.
It's the internet, so a lot of them are sexual. So put the kiddies away. Don't let them hear this. We'll start with confessions.
Ooh, okay.
I'm not going to read you the title because it gives everything away.
Okay, go for it.
So Lara Herf is the user. We're going to credit Lara because why not? So I'm just going to read this to you.
All right.
Ready for this one?
Yes.
All right, we're starting off strong. There was a party a few weeks ago. I'm quite average looking, skinny, and not the greatest face. So let me just really quick preface this by, she does say that she's a female. So,
Okay.
well, the name kind of gave it away to you. But anyway, I'm not sad about it and not looking for pity, just being honest. But I end up crushing on guys way hotter than me and way out of my league. And at that party, I spoke to my crush, asking him for a dance, but honestly I was just too drunk and really had no chance with him. And I knew, and he just rejected me and spent the party with a way hotter girl. So I just kept drinking and felt pathetic and drunk. And drunk me started dancing and being embarrassing and flirty. I was sad and desperate. So yeah, I tried to hit on a guy who's so hot as well. He didn't care about it. By the end of the party, there weren't many people left, and he came up to me and told me to go with him. And I went with him.
Oh, okay.
I never do that ever. But that night I was quite sad, drunk, and desperate that I just went for it. And he was so attractive. I've never been with someone in his league before. So I thought I might impress him enough to get a date. This is where it gets weird. But when we got to his place, he held up a paper bag and told me to either wear it or walk home because he doesn't want to look at me. He actually paper bagged her.
What a bitch. Oh my God.
He was very rude and rough. I felt pathetic, but I don't know why.
Wait, she still went through with it?
I just did it and let him have fun.
Oh my God, girl.
I felt so pathetic and ugly that night, but I don't know why. I just tried what he wanted, and that was so degrading.
Oh my God.
Felt like I was just a fleshlight to him. But he is still the hottest, biggest guy I've ever had.
I mean, I don't even know what to say.
Okay. I'm all for, I understand somebody's out of your league and you're willing to go to great lengths to get with a said person who's out of your league. But really, to that length? Isn't the whole point of trying to get with somebody that's out of your league to try to feel better about yourself? Like, isn't that like one of the benefits? It's like, oh, this hot person was into me. But if this hot person told you to put a paper bag over your head.
I'm just like, that's just, as she said herself, desperation. But I mean, that's just on a whole nother level. Another level.
Yeah. That's just sad. I don't even know if I could really fully believe that it's true, but I mean, I feel like that whole. I mean,
what a dick. Also, like,
I think, well, like she said, the party was getting close to the end. There was nobody around, so he just wanted something. He just wanted a piece of ass.
Like, just go home, bro. Just go home.
Yeah.
I mean, and also, like, why are you degrading yourself like that? Like,
Because she felt quite sad, drunk, and desperate. That's why.
I don't know. I mean,
It's unfortunate, but
it's very unfortunate. It's really sad, actually, more than anything. I don't know why you'd want to put yourself in that situation.
and then put it on the internet for everybody to know.
I mean, it is what it is, but
I
girl, I'm sorry. Like, that's awful. But
yeah, an actual paper bag. It is
I don't even know.
quite funny though. The fact that he had the audacity to say, "Put this on or walk home."
I just don't know how you could just like stand there and go through with it when someone says something like that to you. Like I can't even. I don't even want to imagine that. Like, that's awful. That is awful.
He's still the hottest guy she's ever had.
That doesn't mean anything when someone's treating you like garbage.
I understand that, but
She seems kind of proud of it, though. Honestly, I
don't know if she's proud of it. I
mean, I don't know about proud of it, but I think I don't know. Honestly, I don't have words. I don't know.
Oh, by the way, there was an edit.
Okay.
She said, "Please, I'm not looking for confidence boost or pity comments. I just like sharing my story and discussing it since I'm too embarrassed to tell the truth to my actual friends. I'm all right and I don't feel bad or ugly. Don't worry."
I mean, that's good, I guess, if she feels okay with it. But I don't think internally she feels okay with it. Who would want to go
Well,
through
at
that?
some level she doesn't. That's why she phrased it the way she did when she posted
Yeah, but
it.
who doesn't get bothered by something like that? I mean, I guess all the power to
I
her.
think-
If she's okay with it. Like,
But I also think age would have definitely shed some context on this if we knew how old she
yeah,
was.
maybe.
Like if she's 19 versus 29, that's a whole different world.
Yeah.
So
Do you?
anyway,
I mean, it is what it is, I guess.
to the next one. The next one's not weird.
Okay.
Well, it's weird, but it's not like that.
Okay.
Very short and to the point.
Right.
The wholesome asshole writes, "Thankfully, my wife does." Okay, well, I got to read you the actual title on this one.
Okay.
Sorry. "I sleep with a teddy bear in one arm and my wife in the other." Thankfully, my wife doesn't think it's weird that Teddy has been my bedtime buddy going on 25 years now. Sometimes she'll pet him and give him hugs too. I'm sure a lot of people think it's weird that an adult man sleeps with a teddy bear he's had for the majority of his life, but I don't care too much. The only awkward thing is when my wife wants sex, I put him in the other room. He doesn't need to see that." Bro, the same teddy bear for 25 years? A teddy bear? I mean, it's like Ted, the movie, I guess, but it's an actual teddy bear.
I wonder how the initial conversation went.
When she first found out?
When she first found out that this is something that he needs to like sleep with at night.
I just want to know why. Why do you feel the need to sleep with a teddy bear?
Emotional.
Something. But
Something,
like,
yeah.
I don't know. I mean, like, why?
Maybe emotional dependence. Maybe that
But it's the same
bear
teddy
was
bear too, mind
given
you.
to him from someone that he's close with, or that maybe he's lost the person that gave him the
but
teddy
still,
bear.
you
But
could
it's like,
keep the bear, but you don't have to sleep with it every night. That's kind of weird.
that's really weird. Like, there must be like some like weird codependency kind of thing there with the bear, and like
If anybody told me that,
emotional support bear. You know what I mean?
look,
Like,
I know we're supposed to not judge people, but if somebody told me that they sleep with a teddy bear as an adult that they've had for 25 years, I'd be judging. That's not.
I just
that's
don't
not
think
normal.
that's. I mean,
who's to say what's normal? But
yes, but it doesn't hurt anyone.
no,
is-
at least it's not.
But it, as for a grown man, it is kind of weird.
It's strange.
I would say, yeah, it's strange.
It's different.
But if it's something that they're gonna deal with, I mean, it's their relationship; they can do whatever they want. But I just think that's a little strange, and the fact that I think it's strange is because this person obviously thinks there's some kind of like this bear is like somehow real. Because why would you put them in another room when they're going to
That's true. That's true.
do your business kind of a thing, right?
Because it is
Like,
just a bear. Just throw it on the floor.
it's not real. Like,
Yeah.
it's not going to see you have sex. It's not going to see you do anything. It doesn't hear you. It's
I mean, unless it's real to him.
Maybe it's like possessed or something.
It's a possessed Teddy. Anyhow, moving right along.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, this one's a good one.
Okay.
Well, it's not really a good one. This is, I don't understand why in the fuck anybody would do this, but okay. So, long jumping leg 6987 writes. So, this is an awkward one, to say the least. Me and my ex split up about a year ago. Around 10 months ago, I decided I wanted to win her back, so I messaged her on social media. It was an amicable breakup, he says, asking if she wanted to try things out again. She was positive and said we could try to work things out, which I was delighted about. However, one night whilst incredibly drunk with some friends, I thought it was a good idea to get a tattoo of her name on the shaft of my penis.
No.
I don't remember much about that night, not even leaving the bar. I woke up the next day and checked socials and see a DM from my ex. We hadn't spoken in a couple of days, so she should not have been at the top. She was adamant I was never to contact her again, and she wasn't nice when saying it.
Oh my God.
I asked why not, and she told me to check my penis.
Oh my God.
What I saw was a very well tattooed spelling of her name. I was mortified to say the least.
I mean,
in summary, I lost a great partner and potentially any future partners due to a horrible drunk decision. Needed to get it off my chest.
okay, but like, why would you stop talking to someone because of that?
My beef is with the tattoo artist. If somebody comes in that drunk, why are you tattooing them, period? Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I mean, it's consenting adults. So I don't.
Well,
I mean, I get what you're saying.
No, but there's actually most reputable tattoo artists won't tattoo drunk
well, that's a
people.
good thing.
Yeah,
you know,
well, and because it also causes risk of bleeding because your blood is thin and all that stuff. So,
oh, that's true.
Yeah, you're not supposed to be getting tattoo artists, like reputable people will not tattoo somebody that's drunk.
Gotcha.
Especially if they're drunk to the point where he's saying he doesn't remember much. So clearly he was very drunk.
I mean, I kind of feel bad for him. I don't think I'd stop talking to someone if they did that.
I
it's kind of romantic.
You couldn't even say it with a straight face. I just don't get why on your penis? Why not on your arm or on your whatever? Like,
yeah, do you think it was like if it was like on his arm or chest or something, she would have like been like okay with it?
No, I think she wouldn't have. Because it's like, so they're broken up at this point and he's tattooing her name on him.
Yeah.
That shows like a little bit of too much, like, not just desperation, but like, okay, way too clingy.
No, I agree. But I also feel like she might be the type of person who's like kind of like,
Dude got her name tattooed on his dick. Any normal person would be
why would you do that?
We're broken up. Why is my name on your penis?
True love lasts, and it will definitely be lasting.
They were broken up.
Penis. It's going to last forever.
Clearly.
Can you imagine how painful that would be to laser off that area?
Well, do you have an option?
Oh my gosh.
Do you really have an option at that point?
No, you don't, but
like who's going to date you with somebody else's?
Oh, you have to. There's absolutely no one's going to date you.
I mean, unless he just looks for only women that have the same name as his ex-girlfriend.
That's really funny. That's a good point.
He's limited his pool by a lot.
But that seems a little freaky too, like scary. Hey, I just met you. Here's your name.
Well, no, what he could do is he could hide the fact. So, like, for example, her name was Deborah. So he finds a Deborah. He gets really cool with Deborah. Mm-hmm. Him and Deborah have sex a bunch of times, but, they do it with the lights off.
Okay.
And then eventually, one day, he's like, hey, Deborah, check this out. Pulls out his wang, and there's Deborah on his penis. And now
that I'm thinking about it and you're putting it in that way,
it's feasible. There's a way.
I know, but I don't know if I think I'd be weirded out with that too.
Yeah, anybody would.
Yeah.
Hey, Deborah, look at this. Or whatever her name is. But like, yeah. And he just pulls out his dong and there's fucking her name on it. Tattooed. Not like temporary tattoo, not fucking henna tattooed, like tattooed forever, permanent.
I wonder why they broke up. I'm just genuinely curious to find out. I'd like to know why they broke up.
Probably because he does weird shit like this.
Probably. And she probably knows it too. And that's why
this was probably not the first time he's done something outlandish.
Wow.
Okay. I have so many questions.
Yeah.
Did his friends talk him into this?
Was he alone?
Did he stumble into a tattoo parlor and just be like, I want to get my girlfriend's name tattooed on my dick.
Yeah, I'd love to do it.
And the tattoo artist was like, okay, sounds good.
Tattoo artist must have been
Gonna cost you about $220.
tattoo artist must have been hard up. I don't.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, and that's
No pun intended.
So here's the other thing too. Like, okay, there's so many fucking questions. Like, okay,
Yeah.
did the first tattoo parlor he walked into agree to this, or did he have to try like multiple places?
I mean, you said he blacked out, doesn't remember anything, so I don't think he's gonna go around town like to different tattoo places.
Maybe.
But why wasn't anyone with him? Like if he's drinking
Well,
that much,
listen,
like he's,
if depending on your age, guys are dumb. Guys will talk. If somebody says, I'm going to do something stupid, every other guy that's with him is going to be like, yeah, you should absolutely do this stupid thing so that we can laugh at you.
that is true. That is true.
That's just the way it
Doesn't
goes.
like when you remove tattoos, doesn't it still remain like what it used to be? Kind of, it kind of looks like.
Not. It depends on how many treatments you do.
Okay, so
Like
the
after
more
the first
treatments you
couple,
do-
it'll be faint, but then eventually it'll fully.
Gotcha.
But I mean, I don't know.
That pain.
But here's the thing too, though, is like, I don't know if they could even remove a tattoo that's on your penis.
I'm sure they can. If they can remove something on your face, I'm sure they can remove that.
It's different skin. I feel like it might
I'm
be
sure
too
they can.
sensitive.
No, I'm sure they can. But it's on.
On his shaft.
Jesus Christ. What were you thinking?
Like not on his, no, not anywhere else. Not like above his penis, not on his inner thigh,
my
on his
God.
shaft.
You know what? Maybe he was lucky he was drunk because that was probably so painful. Oh my God.
I'm just trying to figure out though, like the logistics of this. Like, okay, put your penis on the table. Stop fidgeting.
And the cleaning process. You know what I mean?
Fucking mess.
Good luck to you, sir, wherever you are.
But also, like, did he not notice it the next morning when he went to pee? Was he not like, hey, wait a minute, what's this on my penis?
I'm sure that's when he freaked out, probably.
No, he says that he checked his DMs and she told him to check his penis.
Oh.
The more I think about this, the more I feel like this is bullshit. Probably a fake story.
Maybe.
Fake story.
Who knows?
Fake news. All right, next. Okay, this one's kind of, I wish this would happen to me.
Okay.
Shit like this never happens. My Innie account is the name. Around 8 years ago, I was a very frequent Starbucks customer. Multiple times a day, I would order on the app and pick up. The Starbucks around me were notoriously bad at giving me the wrong drink, not adding sugar to my drink, etc., but I still went all the time. One day I checked the app and I had 300, I think that was the number, stars, meaning any free food or beverage, so I redeemed it and went about my day. The next day, I saw the star was still there. So I ordered I ordered a sandwich. Next day, same thing. I didn't feel bad because I had spent so much money there and often had to throw away wrong drinks or would check my order to find food I paid for missing. I figured a few free items would balance out. I started ordering a drink and waiting 5 minutes before ordering something else. I went mad with power.
Oh my gosh.
I ordered a sandwich at one store and would get a coffee for my friend at another down the road. I was so popular with my friends
Oh
in
my
this era.
gosh.
I was having trouble finding work, so besides my unhealthy sugar coffee addiction, the food being free was very helpful.
Yeah.
My sister guilted me all the time, telling me it was wrong, but still would call and ask, hey, I'm on my way to work. Can you order me a coffee? As if she didn't know how it would be paid for. One day, about 8 months in, 8 months of free drinks, food, whatever you want
Wow.
at Starbucks. One day, about 8 months in, I started to feel a little guilty and literally said out loud, maybe I should stop. And magically that day, the stars disappeared and I had no more rewards.
Interesting.
I couldn't help but wonder if this was a lesson from the universe being taught, but also I don't think the universe wants Starbucks to profit, so I don't regret it. Also, screw Starbucks. Not my opinion. That's the opinion of my account.
That's kind of cool.
I wish
actually.
shit like that would happen to me. Like
Yeah.
you hear all these kinds of stories about like, and so the funny thing is I don't have it pulled up here because I just screenshotted this so that I wouldn't like have to worry about it. But there was somebody that replied in the comments and said he checked his account one day and had like 15,000 stars or something.
Oh, wow.
Just like randomly out of nowhere. I'm like, why doesn't that kind of stuff happen to me? Like, what? Why?
You just don't have that luck, you know? But it worked for him because, like he said, he was, struggling financially, and this was able to help him get some food and
At least the food. But okay, but here's the thing too, is like ethically speaking, morally speaking,
It's wrong.
Morally very high. But, morally speaking, you probably shouldn't have been buying your friends food.
No, absolutely not.
If you're gonna justify it to yourself by saying like, oh well, hey, I'm struggling anyway,
Yeah.
like maybe not pass out
Yeah.
free stuff to your friends too. I mean, granted, it's Starbucks. They probably didn't miss the money, but like
Yeah, I wouldn't be
karma.
Yeah.
Karma.
But no, I think the universe sent him a little bit of luck there because
Yeah, it just helped him out for a little bit. Maybe he just needed
stuff.
coffee really
But like
bad.
having Starbucks food every day is kind of like, ugh.
I don't like Starbucks food at all.
It's like
Unpopular opinion. I don't like
it's not good.
anything from Starbucks.
It's not good. It's like
maybe a cookie, but that's it.
it's doable. It's like it's fine, but like
Like their breakfast items, and maybe I just don't have them early enough in the morning. They're not good.
look, they're fine. Like their little sandwiches are okay, but not for every day. Like,
Well, I mean, if you're struggling, free
well,
food's
yeah,
free
obviously, then he got lucky with that. If you have that option,
Yeah.
take it. But
But yeah, that's
I don't feel bad for
no. I mean, it's not like he robbed them
not-
blind for millions
yeah,
of dollars.
like they
it was,
make they make a shit ton of money anyway.
I
It's
mean,
not right,
realistically,
but
if you do the math, 240 days worth of food, maybe $5 an item.
no, you're looking at more than $5 an item.
I don't know how much Starbucks food is. I
That's
don't buy
like
food.
$10.
Okay, so $2,400.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's literally nothing for them.
yeah, it's a write off. It's it's an operating expense.
Yep.
So, yeah, I wish stuff like this would happen to me. Moving right along. This one's so bad.
Okay.
This one is so bad. I don't even know if I want to read it.
Read it. Go for it. I want to
It's
hear
so
it.
Fucking bad.
I want to hear it.
Okay. Account's deleted too, so we don't even know who wrote this.
Okay.
This was a confession. So this is a guy writing this.
Okay.
He's 19. I'm not going to read the title because it gives it all away.
Okay.
I'm crying right now for so many reasons. Backstory. My mom died 6 years ago. My mom died 6 years ago. At the time, I was 13 and my dad, I don't know, just collapsed. Anyway, he couldn't cope for so long, and so it was left to me to organize her bedroom and belongings. My parents always had separate rooms. That takes Lucy Ricky beds to a whole different level. My parents were both always moderate hoarders, so there was a lot to get through. So his dad couldn't do it. He's cleaning up mama's room. When I was going through her things, I found this bright neon green dildo.
No.
Please don't judge me for this. I was 13.
No.
But I took the dildo and I used it.
No. Why?
It gets worse. It gets worse. It gets so much worse. And it's been my go-to sex toy since then for whenever I want to do butt stuff.
No.
Wait, no, it gets worse. Just wait till the end. Just wait till the end.
Oh my God.
I had been using it for so long, I had almost forgotten where I got it from. Well, my dad died last week.
God.
And I was then going through his belongings when I found this home dildo making kit.
Oh my God.
When I inspected it further, it was a kit to make your own dildo in the exact shape as your own penis.
Oh no! Oh my God! Ew! Ew!
Then I noticed something that made my heart drop. The dildo kit had a picture of what the homemade dildo could look like, and it was bright neon green color. Just like the one I found in Mom's bedroom 6 years ago.
Ew!
I think the dildo I've been using for so long is a replica of my dad's penis.
Ew! This should not. Inner thoughts. Okay. Inner thoughts. That is not okay. Why?
Probably the worst thing I've ever heard.
Why?
Ever.
Why would you confess?
Okay, there's so many layers to unpack. First of all, you 13-year-old guy find your dead mom's dildo. Decide that Mom's not using her dildo anymore. I will start using mom's dildo. Fucking weird. Okay? But then
No.
you find out mom's dildo was actually dad's dick.
No.
It's so wrong. It's so wrong. I feel like I don't even know. There's got to be that's got to be a lifelong trauma that will never leave. Like a haunting you probably wake up with night sweats from. I told you I didn't want to read it.
Oh. I don't.
Yeah, let's just move on. Let's just move on.
Well, just keep some things to yourself.
Not even keep some things to yourself. Don't be a freaking weirdo and use your mom's sex toys.
Yes.
First and foremost.
Okay. What?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Third, you get older, and at some point you're like, this is not right.
Mm.
And you get to a point where you're old enough to buy your own things, right?
Well, but
Go
but
just buy just
how
what?
did he hide as a 13-year-old?
Honestly, I don't even think at 13 years old I would know what that was. I don't know if I know what people were using. I was very innocent.
Pretty sure it's obvious what it is.
But like
the veins would give it away.
Ugh, stop.
Yeah,
anyway.
So really weird stuff. Yeah. I told you I didn't want to read it. You forced my hand. All right, moving right along. This is the last one.
Okay.
This one's pretty screwed up.
Okay.
Not in a weird way like that. I mean,
the last one was pretty screwed up.
Yeah, well, this one's
literally.
This one's just sad, to be honest with you. Okay, so I, 24 male, just walked in on my fiance cheating on me with another girl. Aww. Title says it all. Doesn't even feel real. Also, this was deleted as well. Mm-hmm. I drove 18 hours to see my grandpa in another part of the country because his health is declining rapidly, and I wanted to ensure that I saw him at least one more time. Mm-hmm. I took Tuesday through Sunday off from work and planned on driving back on the last 2 days of my time off. 12-hour drive, sleep at hotel, then final 6-hour drive home. However, I decided I could drive the 18 hours in one shot and didn't need to get a hotel to rest as I was doing just fine on the road. I make it back at 4 a.m. this morning, and as I walk up my driveway, I hear music blasting from inside my house. I thought that was strange as my fiance is usually asleep by 1, 2 a.m. and never plays music that loud, let alone at 4 a.m. Mm-hmm. I walk in the house and into the bedroom where I found my ex-future wife.
Oh, my God.
Who's also 25. Literally giving oral to a girl that couldn't have been older than 18 or 19.
Oh, my goodness.
She sees me walk in and immediately gets up and starts crying hysterically. My jaw hits the floor and I immediately head back to my truck with my fiance following me outside, butt-ass naked. I didn't even know she was into women, and now I get to see her fucking another girl. I got in my truck, went to the local motel to sleep and think, and now I just woke up with some crazy absurd number of texts from her, and I have no idea what to do except for write this.
I mean,
I will say this. Good thing you caught her now and not after you got married.
Absolutely. And cheating is cheating.
Yeah. No, absolutely. But better a breakup than a divorce.
Do you think
easier?
The only reason she feels bad right now is because she
got caught. Yeah. Who knows how many times she's done that? Who knows? Every time he leaves the house, she's probably got people over.
You know, if you're going to be with someone, at least be honest about
everything. It's like, as a guy, I could say that it would be even worse finding out that she's screwing another girl because
you had no idea.
Well, it's not just that. It's just it screws with your ego. You know what I mean? Like,
maybe I'm not a guy, so I don't know.
Well, same thing for a girl. If you found out that your husband's
that's true
screwing a dude, you'd be like, hey, what the hell?
That's true.
But screwing anybody is bad enough. But and to walk in on it, to walk in, like not
so
like
sad.
not like find a text or just like random
Actively
panties
walk
left
in on
behind,
that
like
scene, yeah.
to actively walk into this, all excited that you got home early and you're like, oh fuck yeah, I get to spend the whole day with my fiance tomorrow.
The fact that he's even writing that to get opinions on what he should do, I already feel bad for him because I know he's probably not going to leave her.
I don't think so. I think he just needed to vent it. I think he needed to tell someone.
I would hope that he would have friends he could talk to, but that's really messed up. That's actually so sad.
That's why I said that this was messed up in a different way.
The cheating part in general, I don't care who it is, but like it's just you're gonna get married.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why do people do shit like that?
And it's like, but like I'm saying, lucky he caught her before
they actually got married. Exactly.
Yeah, because it just gets messier.
That's so heartbreaking.
Of course.
That is so heartbreaking.
Of course.
Whoever you are, I hope you're okay.
Yeah. And I hope your cheating fiance
gets what's coming to her. That's probably the wrong choice of words, but you know. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, no, but that it's like, that was heartbreaking. That was sad. There were a few others that were like a little bit more.
I mean, I commend him for just like walking away because you know my personality. If that were me, I'd probably try to. I
feel like I wouldn't have left. I would have kicked her out of the house butt ass naked.
Don't you remember that one time? That girl was on her bachelorette. She tried hitting on you.
Oh.
And I tried to like.
But that was also Vegas. People get weird in Vegas.
I literally tried to kick this woman in the face.
Yeah.
Maybe I shouldn't be admitting that, but yeah.
Well, lucky you didn't contact her because that would have ended very differently.
We're in very different areas, so I couldn't really reach her.
No, you could. I pulled you back.
I'm just trying to make it sound better.
No, it was not good.
Well,
yeah, you would have ended up in jail.
Listen to all those.
And I would have had to bail you out after the club.
Probably.
I would have still partied though.
If I think I'm not a violent person, but that's so funny.
Yeah. No, and I mean, it's understandably so. Like, it's like, that's not... Dude.
I just want to knock that stupid tiara off her head.
Yeah, that woman was something else.
Anyway.
I just remembered what she had said to me.
What did she say to you?
She leaned in and she's like, hey, I'm on my bachelorette party. I'm like, okay, cool. And she goes, guess how many guys I've had sex with this weekend? I'm like, hopefully none. And she's like, 3, but it's not enough. I'm like, oh my
God.
No.
Just like,
just stop. Stop.
Go away.
Your
I
poor.
I just want to flick, like, just.
Your poor husband.
Right? I mean, who knows? They might have an open relationship, but.
Maybe.
Unlikely. But you never know.
Yeah, I didn't think about it that way. I don't share, so I assume that it's like not normal.
Yeah, I don't. If I married you, one and only.
There's a reason
that's
for that.
It. Oh. You know what I mean? I'm good.
Mm-hmm. You're more headache than I can handle.
Thank you. I can give you bigger headaches if you'd like.
Yeah, I bet you could. All right, yeah. So we'll wrap it up with that. Just a couple of random freaking crazy stories. Once again, please tell your friends about how horrible this podcast is and that they should listen to just to hear how horrible it is.
This podcast is great.
It can be.
It's great.
I feel like it's got its moments.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get some more interesting people as guests.
We will. It's coming. Like, share, follow, share a profile with your friends, and please, get the word out. Thank you to all our listeners. We really appreciate it.
Yeah. Thank you for listening to another episode of Across the Board, and see you next time.
Ciao.
Bye-bye.